Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge i-support nothando enikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisiphote njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla. 5 Basotho nationals were arrested for allegedly stealing copper from Telkom facilities in Stilfontein and Potchefstroom in Northwest. Ngingakusho nje ukuthi mina nawe iCountry sinayo, ngoba wonke umuntu ofuna ukwenza ubugebengu uza la azokwenza ubugebengu la kwiSouth Africa yethu ekhululekileyo. Angazi mina ukuthi kungani abantu bekubona kulula ukuthi basuke ey'ndaweni zangakubo bezokwenza ubugebengu eSouth Africa. Kodwa bonke lobugebengu benzeka ngoba kunabantu abathize bala eSouth Africa abayingxenye yabo lobugebengu. Abokuqala nje i-scrapyard lezi ezithathwa yona le copper le ye-Telkom. Ngake ngasebenza kwi-scrapyard esasingaphi eLansfontein, angingasibizi igama laso manje. Iyathathwa i-copper lapha noma kuthiwa ye-Telkom, ifakwe kwenye indawo ukuze amaphoyisa amayifika, futhi amaphoyisa awangeni ngaphakathi. Amaphoyisa amayifika afika anikezwe ishare yabo aphuma ahambe. Nazo zonke iy'crapyard ey'ncane, nazo zonke iy'crapyard ey'ncane ziyayemukela le copper le, noma zazi ukuthi akukho semthethweni, futhi zikwenza lokhu ngoba ziyazi ukuthi ayafika amaphoyisa, zikhiphe okweshumi bese ziyaphuma enkingeni. Isimo nje sibhekene naso kule South Africa yethu ekhululekileyo. iSouth Africa yazi leli gama engilisho ukuthi ikhululekile, ikhululeke ngempela. Yonke into nasebugebengeni kukhululekile, nezigebengu yikhululekile ngoba abantu efuneka balwe nazo abaholi, uhulumeni akabaholeli, ngakho-ke iy'gebengu izona ezibakhokhelayo. Ngaphambi kokuba ngidlulele phambili ngithatha udaba lwesibili, ngivuke namhlanje ney'ndaba ezibuhlungu ngadumala. Lo mfana umbona ku-screen sakho ubhale nansi note. La ngithole khona le post bathi umfana ngathi useyithathile impilo yakhe. Kodwa kwi-note ubhale ukuthi, "One day I will drink poison because they bully me at school." Lo mfana lo bathe ubefunda ugrade 10, okusho ukuthi ula ko-15-16 years. Abantwana bayahlupheka ey'koleni, kuney'qhwaga. Asazi ukuthi lesihlava isihlava esingaliwa kanjani ukuze siphele. Enye into futhi eyinkinga ile yokucwasana. Uyabona njengoba enomzimba enje, unamagama amaningi kabi engaziyo ukuthi ikenge yesikole isimethe wona. Ngendlela abantu abamnyama baphila ngayo, iy'ngane zabantu abamnyama ayifundiswanga ukuthi zibe nozwelo kwezinye iy'ngane, kunalokho yifundiswa ukuthi zibe nenzondo kwezinye iy'ngane. Iy'ngane zabantu abamnyama uma ngabe ingane ingaqhunyelwa isicathulo iye esikoleni izojika, ngoba ngeke ikwazi ukuya esikoleni, izobe iyinhlekisa esikoleni, kuzokwenziwa ngayo ama-jokes, akekho ozoyizwela. Ngendlela njengabazali enifeyile ngayo ukufundisa iy'ngane uzwelo, ingane yakhe iyaba ney'mpahla ey'ningi zesikole, ihluleke ukuthi mama noma baba ngicela sithathe leli shirt ngoba lisangeneli, kunengane engiyibonile esikoleni ukuthi ayinampahla. Angeke ikwenze lokho, ngoba ukuze yenze lokho ufuna ikubone kuwe wena mzali. Nansi isimo esiphila phansi kwaso. Ngiphathe kabi le ndaba uma ngibona lo mfana ongaka kuthiwa uthatha impilo yakhe ngoba bekahlushwa esikoleni. Futhi ngiyazi ukuthi yeke ukuhlushwa ukuthi khona bamshaya noma bamthathela izinto, kodwa into ebuhlungu amagama ashiwo ngezinye iy'ngane. Njengoba enomzimba enje, ngiyazi mina, ngiyazi ukuthi esikoleni kunjani. Impilo esiyiphilayo njengabantu abamnyama, siphila esikhathini lapho khona omnyama engakazi ukuzwela omnyama. Siphila esikhathini lapho inzondo esuka komnyama iya komnyama inkulu. Siphila esikhathini lapho khona uhlala nomakhelwane wakho asabe ukukutshela ukuthi akanakudla ngoba uzoba yinhlekisa. Siphila esikhathini esinjalo. Ibuhlungu-ke lento eyenzekayo. Angidlule kulolu daba lungiphathe kabi kodwa lona.
The SAPS has received a surrender order from the Eswatini government for the two Ndimande brothers who are wanted in South Africa for a string of cases, including the murders of Keenan, aka Forbes, and Tebello Tips Mutswane. The SAPS confirms that it is finalizing logistical arrangements to execute the order on Tuesday, the 11th of November. The National Commission of SAPS, General Fanny Masemola, takes this opportunity to thank the Eswatini authorities for their cooperation and assistance in firstly apprehending the pair and ultimately ensuring that they are brought back to the country to answer to crimes committed. The two Ndimande brothers, Siyabonga and Malusi Ndimande, abandoned their extradition appeal on Monday, the 3rd of November 2025. The SAPS remains confident that it has a watertight case against the pair, who face 24 charges relating to 3 cases. These include conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, unlawful possession of automatic firearms and ammunition, amongst a host of other charges. Interpol South Africa and Interpol Eswatini are in talks to arrange the handing over of the two wanted brothers.
Obekhuluma-ke uBrigadier Athlenda Mathe, o-spokesperson se-SAPS, esazisa ukuthi abaseswatini sebabambile laba 4 bakwaNdimande bahlela iy'nhlelo ey'thize ukuze ngoLwesibili babalethe la eSouth Africa. Provincial Commissioner waseMpumalanga uDr Zeph Mkhwanazi ushayela ihlombe lesenzo samaphoyisa aseSwatini futhi wathi ubudlelwane babo nokubambisana nabo nje uma kuliwa nobugebengu uyabujabulela ngoba kwenza ukuthi izigebengu zingathi zizokwenza ubugebengu la bese zeqela eSwatini. Funa zazi ukuthi mazeqela eSwatini zizobhekana nengalo yomthetho. NezaseSwatini ngokunjalo zingenza ubugebengu bese ithemba ukuthi zizokweqela eSouth Africa ngoba nakhona zizobhekana nengalo yomthetho. Asithathe udaba lwesithathu mhlambe ngelokugcina.
Ngifuna ungicopele ngemali. Sikhuluma ngerandi.
Sithathe ithombe nje sifile.
Nanti irandi sikhuluma ngalo. Africa my continent, Africa my home, se-Africa, eSouth Africa kwaZulu, seThekwini. Ngimila nenkosazana. Yabona-ke mina sengineminyaka eminingi na 53.
Yebo.
Mangikhula kwakuthiwa amandla erandi, sakhula irandi lathe u2 rand uqhathanise negolide kwahamba laba u8 rand uqhathanisa negolide. Angiyazi lona. Ubani lengihleli naye ungixoxele nje ukuthi yini irandi kwenziwani?
Hayi, ayikho inkinga. Igama uAmani wakaDube.
Yes.
Khona manje sibhekene nenkinga baba.
Yes.
Amabhanki wonke mawuhlangene amanipulate irandi kusho ukuthi kuyimanje kumele ngabe irandi lithengwa u1 rand u7 rand uthenga idola elilodwa. Kodwa manje njengoba ngime nawe namhlanje ligijima ko17 rand 18 rand. Kufika kanjani lokho? Kufika ngokuthi amabhanki bebeqhudelana makuthengwa kutradewa amakhampani amakhulu. Makutradewa umuntu bekabheka ukuthi Standard Bank udayisa ngamalini bani bahlala phansi babona ukuthi bona bafuna ukuwina bodwa. Bahlala phansi bahlangana bayinyusa ukwenzela ukuthi nanoma ubani oyitholayo leyo deal bona benza imali. Impumela yaloko ngoba ukuthi sekunyuka ne-price of living.
Yes.
Kuthina-ke sihleli sama South African ngoba mawutrade imoto nje mangenza umzembekelo mawuthenga imoto manje siyithenga 3 times more. Isinkwa njengoba manje mawukuthi ngaba u7 rand to the dollar isinkwa singaba u8 rand suke ku20 rand. Ngomhla ka17 November ku-shutdown esobe senza i-protest sobe senza sobe sikhuluma ngalezo zinto. Rand manipulation amabhangi anga-ownwa yithina ama-South African behlangene bonke no-South African Reserve Bank o-Oppenheimer-ke no-Stellenbosch mafias mabeyisho ba-own ama-percentage lapho. They own ama-bonds. Iy'kweleti zethu zi-ownwa yibona sikweleta bona kodwa bona bamanipulate irandi uku-oppressa thina siwumningizimu Afrika. So besola lezo zinto, it's a system. And it falls down kuyo yonke into ongayicabanga upetroli isinkwa iVAT solo ne-rate inflation bafuna ukunyuka ngo3%. Zonke lezo zinto ezihlangene nemali nomnotho wase-South Africa. Poverty is a man-made phenomenon.
Yes.
It's a problem that is created by people that sit in boardrooms. Basidecide ukuthi siyongena-ke laphaya. Sikhuluma kuyimanje i-Saudi Arabia ilwela iTheku bafuna ukulithenga balenza iDubai. Ngaleso sikhathi iEurope ithi hayi Saudi Arabia thina sifuna ukugubha lithium lento yenza amabheji njengoba sebeqalile nje eMzumbe. Zonke lezo zinto we need to arrest nama politicians avumelayo ukuthi labantu bangenele kwisystem yase South Africa, babhala nama policy wethu. Njengoba masiyoboleka imali mhlawumbe njengomongameli wethu simbone hamba yoboleka imali ko EU nako IMF nako World Bank. Lezi imali lezi kweledwa yithina. Inkinga enkulu ifike ibe sekutheni njengoba beyoyikweleta izoyenza umsebenzi la eSouth Africa but umsebenzi awufiki ebantwini. Ama job creations labakhuluma ngawo awafiki. Thina asisebenzi kuyimanje. And then bona ifika idleke kubona futhi imali iphela. This report was given by on the 4th of November. This report ithini? Ithi tax mawuyikhokhela. Mawukhokha 1 rand kwi-tax. U5 cent kuphela osizwa umuntu okhokhele leyo tax. U95 cent uyapi? Ukhokhela ama government officials imkholo wabo. Lapho ke banama position inqwaba khona bebexoxa besho ukuthi hayi ngiyideputy lana kodwa angizazi ukuthi ngisebenza ngenzani. Uyazibona nje lezo inkinga ezinjalo kodwa uyahola u2 million. U2 million ngitshele baba ungenza umsebenzi ongakanani, umehluko ongakanani kumuntu ozama ukwenza ibusiness eSouth Africa. EG. So now lo 95 cent uphinde futhi uhlukane futhi almost 65% of lo 95 cent lo ophelayo nje esithubeni uya towards ama ghost projects. Ghost projects and tenders mabe news i-tax njalo ikhokho wena kusayilo 1 rand wakho njalo le mali edliwayo njengoba sibuka ama commission lawo isuka from your pocket. From your pocket. It is not fair that in 2025 as a taxpayer i-tax inyuswa njalo ukwenzela ukuthi ikhokho bese bayabuya bathi yashoda imali eSouth Africa beyidlile. They didn't govern the country well. They didn't manage our financial systems. And it's not impossible. The truth is, we are disrespected as citizens of South Africa, even with our very own land, our very minerals, and our money. We need to put a stop to this. This is going to be a long process because we are not fighting with just it's 1 or 2 individuals. We're fighting with a system that is oppressive towards a South African person.
Uthengosazane nenze shutdown lezi ngane mina ngilahlekile ngazi mophuma idola nenze shutdown niyenza nini shutdown
ngomhla ka17
yes
wonke ama city la eSouth Africa so besimashha submit ama demands wethu to National Treasury, ama bank that are involved, the police commissions and everyone involved in the rand manipulation, in the 7 rand to the dollar exchange, and we want accountability from government for all these corrupt politicians that are involved in all this mess esiyona to be held accountable. Sifuna ababosho kube namadocument ashoyo ukuthi nayi arrest warrant. You can't take away izinto uthatha ama Lamborghini bese ushiya umuntu.
Yes.
So that's what we are marching for. So on the 17th we're giving them our demands. We will be giving them 5 days.
Yes.
By Friday, mawukuthi asiphenduleki siyiyouth yase South Africa, siyabantu base South Africa, voting, tax-paying citizens of South Africa. We are shutting down the economy. We will not participate. Not a single person will trade. All the economic hubs will not be in business on that day. This is how we're standing up for ourselves. Because the thing is, people bayasaba ukuthi hey we will so disturb the economy. The economy is us. Abantu ngicela bayazi leyo nto ukuthi ayikho into ekuthiwa economy ngaphandle kwakho.
Yes.
Wonke ama decisions ayenziwa in these tables bawenza ngegama lakho, ngemali yakho, ngokusebenza kwakho, ngezandla zakho, ngomnotho wakho.
Boniwe tase South Africa sivukile manje. Imi ngenyawo izama ukulwela lokho okuncane okusela. Lokho okuncane okusela. Ngey17 bathi kunemash bawe submit ama demands. Kukhulunyiwe kakhulu ngalodaba le rand manipulation. Inkinga enginayo nawe noma nabantu base South Africa. Nithanda kakhulu umgosi. Nithanda kakhulu entertainment. Ngabe ngenza ivideo ephelele ngalolu daba. Silixoxe kabanzi kodwa ngeke ngoba abantu abaningi ngeke baze balibuke lolu daba. Abantu bafuna ukwazi kwenzakalani kuMK. uDr John Hlophe uxoshiwa kaxoshiwe usibanibani wenza ukuthi usibanibani ube ichief whip for 1 day wakhishwa ngakusasa. Inazi into ehamba phambili bani kodwa lezi eziserious ezithinta impilo zabo anizikhulumi. Yingakho ama leaders wenu entreata kanje ngoba ayanibona ukuthi futhi angingazikhiphi mina ngaphandle. Ingakho ama-leaders esitreat-a kanje ngoba yasibona ukuthi we value entertainment. Nansi inkinga yethu. Yingakho benga-engage nathi kuma-topic a-serious kuthi uma ngabe kwenzeka something ebheda ku-EFF noma ku-MK noma kuphi ithathwe leyo nto leyo itrende kukhulunywe ngayo kuthi lezi ezi-serious efana ngabe kukhulunywa ngazo bayishaya indiva abangazikhulumi. Ziningi izinto efana ngabe siyazixoxa kodwa okubuhlungu abantu abaningi angeke baze bayibuke. Ngicela uzwe la.
Rent was manipulated. I've never seen a Minister of Finance with his beautiful hat explaining to the Republic, what is this thing? There is a statement issued by National Treasury and a Litutsi, not sure you all who are leaderless. Because that's the only person who can explain, not through a statement.
Tumbax, Rand was manipulated. But Enoch Godongwana akaze azihluphe ngokuthi azo-address abantu ngalolu daba. Lizoqala i-trial yakhona ecourt. I'm not sure ngama-date. Kodwa iyangikhalisa le ndaba ngoba fanele ngabe siyazixoxa lezi zinto. Fanele ngabe siyakhuluma ngazo kuze uma bekhuluma nge-shutdown ube wazi kwenzakalani. Kodwa ubona ama-YouTubers amaningi angayikhavi lezi ndaba yingoba kubuhlungu ukuthatha isikhathi sakho wenze i-research ucompile udaba uhlanganise ulilethe kubantu qeda bangalibuki ngoba bagijimisa ukuthi yini etrendayo konje umgosi ungaphi EFF siyenzeni MK sitheni kwenzakalani lento ezithinta impilo zabo bangayingeni indaba yazo. Cela ubone la.
I know I'm a bit late to this party. I told myself I wasn't coming. But I looked around and no one is talking about this like it actually is. So I thought, hey man, let me give it to you balanced and with clarity, right? The rand should be 7 rand to the dollar, says our very famous governor. But these are not even in his own words. We're going to go through the article. I want to show you certain things that you need to consider. And then you will let me know what you think. So first of all, what inspired that statement is the observation of a couple of indicators. And one of those indicators is the Big Mac index. Big Mac as in the McDonald's burger, right? They have an index for it that shows how currencies of different countries are performing over time, whether they gain in value or lose in value based on the price of the Big Mac, right? Simply explained. Now, you see that for the rand to have the same buying power, according to the Big Mac index, in the US, as it does here, the exchange rate would need to be around 50 to 60% stronger, which puts it somewhere around that 7 rand. That's the first indicator they saw, right? The second one, he added that more sophisticated measures of triple P, purchasing power parity, which go beyond simply the cost of a Big Mac, suggest equal buying power would require an exchange rate close to 7 rand per dollar. Keep that in mind. Now, another thing that has influenced the statement is the World Bank, because it noted that the rand should have traded around 7 rand 40 cents to the dollar last year. And at the time, the rand was trading at 18 rands and 30 cents to the dollar. Now, these things, the World Bank's calculations and the Big Mac index and those sophisticated measures that they look at, they are based on a perfect world ideology. They don't consider the realities of an individual country. We look at the Big Mac, we look at the rand, and we make our decision. We don't really go deeper to find out what's happening with the rand. Why is it like this and stuff like that? They are based on perfect world ideologies. Now, stay with me. The governor also highlighted the Mundell-Fleming framework. You know, economists and frameworks, they like this. The framework suggests that currency depreciation should lead to growth. So if South Africa depreciated its currency like it clearly did, we were supposed to sell more minerals, more agricultural products at a cheaper price to the countries overseas, meaning we were going to have more exports and preferably less exports, which means our economy was supposed to grow, right? This is according to the Mundell-Fleming framework. When you depreciate your currency, you're supposed to see a level of growth. But the Mundell-Fleming framework is transitionary. It doesn't work well over time. And we've seen this with a lot of countries. We've seen this with Japan. We've seen this with Australia. We've seen this with Canada. It doesn't work well over time. It only works during a period where you want to fix the economy and get it to a certain position. And then you need much more stable frameworks to carry that growth forward. So it's not something you can rely on over long periods of time. This is where it gets interesting for me. The governor explained that the missing growth relationship of the currency may reflect larger developments in the country in a similar way that a share price reflects the health of a company. So according to the Mundell framework, right, if the rand has been depreciated like that, this means there's some missing growth in our country. But now it's interesting because he says that the missing growth relationship of that currency reflects that there's something going on in South Africa. I'm like, heaven. Pell, it's not like this guy came from Mars like last year or a different planet. He was always in South Africa this whole time. And what do you mean they reflect larger developments? What do you mean that the missing growth is a sign that something is wrong? Like, we know exactly what is wrong. Even like high school kids know you're an entire governor. You're supposed to be one of the best economists in our country, and you're gonna act like you don't know what's going on. You're gonna act like, okay, the missing growth is a sign that something is wrong. We don't know what's wrong, but this is a very clear sign. So since he makes a comparison between that and a company's health, this is where he makes it much more clearer. He says, when you have good news stories such as structural reforms, fiscal discipline, and effective governance, you get growth. And at the same time, you get currency gains, right? When a company is having good news, innovation, and stuff like that, the share price goes up. We know that. When you have bad news stories such as state capture, unsustainable debt growth, and junk status, growth weakens and the currency follows suit. So why is bro acting like he doesn't know that this is what we have and we've had it for a very long time? Why is bro saying that the missing growth in our country reflects larger developments, like it's a sign of something going wrong? Like, we know what's going wrong. We know we've had state capture, possibly from the Mbeki times. It seems like it's something that has always been with the ANC. Unsustainable debt doesn't just come one day and then boom, you have unsustainable debt. You see it growing. You see the trajectory. And junk status, this was spoken about like a long time ago. But the guy who's supposed to be the smartest or one of the smartest economists in our country wants to claim that he hasn't seen all these things, and what he's talking about now is a sign of something going on somewhere. So we need to find that thing. So frankly, I think you have a narrative that you want to push, Governor. I think someone put you onto this statement. So one of the solutions that they are hoping is going to help them fix this problem is inflation. A key driver is the shift towards permanently lower inflation, which the Reserve Bank has publicly pushed for since last year. Bro, go look at South Africa's inflation for the past 10 years. And this guy wants to tell me, the Reserve Bank wants to say that they only noticed that our inflation is not right last year. I think you're onto something, Governor. South Africa's current inflation target ranges between 3% and 6%. So they aim for the midpoint of 4.5%, right? And in July, that's when the governor came out and announced that the Monetary Policy Committee would deviate from the 4.5 midpoint target and try to keep inflation around 3%. So one, it's either someone put you onto this narrative, Governor, and you want to push a certain narrative, or two, you don't know what you're doing, because check this out. As we have often argued, our inflation rate is out of line with our peers and competitors, said the governor. With all due respect, sir, I think if you know what you are doing, you won't be focused on what other people are doing, because you know what you're doing. You'll be focused on your lane and doing you, and let other people copy you. People copy the guy that knows what they are doing. The guy that knows what he's doing doesn't copy other people. That just makes simple sense. So this line was supposed to read, as we have often argued, our inflation rate is out of line because South Africans are suffering. That would show that you know what you are doing. Unfortunately, if you aim for a high inflation rate, you end up raising prices faster than other countries, which is something that South African has been seeing since my eyes just got opened, since I was able to see what's going on in the world. We've had a problem with inflation, and our Reserve Bank has only taken notice of this last year. These are the best economists that we have. Nah, bro. When you want to drive a certain particular change in your favor, you push narratives and you win public trust. That's what Cyril Ramaphosa did to remove Zuma. He pushed narratives, just built up stories, some were true, some were rumors and lies, and then he won public trust, he won public support. Zuma is gone. Now it's either our governor is up to something or the people behind him put him onto this because they are up to something. They want a particular change to happen and they want to win public support, which is already working because people are only focused on the fact that our rand was supposed to be 7 rand to the dollar. They are not questioning the fact that, bro, all the reasons that you mentioned for this to happen are not new. We've had this, and if you are as smart as you're supposed to be, you should have known too. So why now? You know? Balanced and with clarity. You're welcome.
Angibambe le video la. Ngiyafisa khona ukuqhubeka, ngiyafisa khona ukuxoxa ngalolu daba. Lapha ensukwini bekunodaba olubalekile belikhulunywa uTreasury lapha. Kunamaphuzu abalekile avezwe Treasurer General we-EFF oku-Omphile Mawutwe. Siyazi ukuthi angithi i-Treasury ikhipha i-statement kabili ngonyaka. Phume sokuqala around February, phume sesibili la ko-October kanje esesibili. So kudingidwa lelo daba. Ngesikhathi kubhizi kwimadlanga commission, kubhizi eParliament, impilo ayimile nezinye izinto ziyaqhubeka ziyenzeka around, and thina njengabantu asikho focus kuzo. Uzothi makufika unyaka ozayo sekuthiwa yep, nansi into eyenzekayo, iVAT kwenzeka ukuthi i-government yenza ukuthi noma seyithatha isinqumo esithize eso affecta thina financially, kusuka umsindo kube sengathi lezi zinto lezi azikhulunywa kanti ziyakhulunywa nsuku zonke, just ukuthi thina sifocuse kakhulu kwi-commission. Kufanele futhi sifocuse kwi-commission, kodwa singakhohlwa ukuthi impilo iyaqhubeka, ezinye izinto azimile. Ingakho ngathatha isinqumo mina sokuthi njengoba kubhekwe kwi-commission, angilethe ezinye izindaba, angikulethele okunye okwenzekayo ngale kwe-commission, ngoba uma sonke sesifocuse kwi-commission zizoshiya izinto. Ngiyayibuka nami i-commission, ngiyayibuka imadlanga commission, ngiyayibuka i-ad hoc committee, kodwa ngiyaziphi isikhathi sokuyobukela ama-portfolio committee, ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi la kudecidwa khona ngey'mpilo zethu. Angisho lutho, kodwa kunamaphuzu abalekile avezwe usisi Omphile Mawutwe. Kule nsuku ezedlule ngiye ngakucaphunela udaba olureyizwe yi-EFF mayelana ne-gambling, ukuthi i-gambling iyababulala abantu. Ilesikhathi esikuso manje ibulala ngisho ama-student. Abantu basenkingeni ngoba i-gambling addictive ngendlela eyisimanga. Futhi manje siseduze semafonini wabo. Ngesikhathi kuzama ukuzwana nama-regulation, kunama-political parties ngoba afandwa yiwo la makhampani aphikisana nalokho. Futhi kuthiwa ayinga-advertiswa, ayingabi semafonini, umuntu akasuke yena ayoyidlala. Kodwa-ke leyo ndaba ezinjalo fanele abe siyazixoxa. Ngikhathazwa ukuthi we value entertainment. Kunzima, ingakho ngiyayithi uma ngenza ivideo ngizicaphune lezi zinto ukuthi nazi ezinye izinto ezenzekayo. I-gambling iyafana nama-drugs. I-gambling iyafana nama-drugs. Ngicela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho la ku-comment section. Mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga.